Okay guys, so I wanted to just show you a few things in Instagram stories that I was not able to show in the class. So here's a picture of me in this cute little labradoodle, and I'm just going to show you a few things. So at the top here with the little smiley face, these are the stickers. You have the location sticker, the mention, did not even touch that, that's weird. I'll go back. So the location, the mention, the hashtag, the GIF, the music, the time, polls, questions, and then a whole bunch more stickers. And what I wanted to show you is the questions real quick. So questions create engagement. So I actually have this on my Instagram story. I wrote, is this... Oh, I did a different one, but is this a cute, or maybe I could say, do you love dogs? Oops, there you go, sorry. Maybe it should be something more compelling, but anyway, that's how you would do it. And then when they type in there, when they see your story, they can type it in there. It's going to go right to your direct message inbox, and I'll show you that in a second too. So then the other thing that I mentioned that's important is location, and it works just like GPS. I could either select Acton, or I could type, let's say I wanted it to not be Acton, I want it to be Boston, or maybe I want it to be something super specific. I could say, I don't know, a restaurant, or let's see if there's a cafe near here. Blackbird Cafe, right? That's not where I was, but that's what I could do. I'm just going to put Boston. And then the other things you can do, I mentioned polls. A poll is a yes or no. So this question, the difference between this is you could say, do you love dogs, yes or no? And they tap one, and then it shows a percentage. You could, so the difference is the one that I have up here, this one, is they actually write to you. So it's a little bit more, requires a little more on their part. Yes or no is a little easier. So you might want to start with a yes or no question. Here's where you could actually type cats or dogs? Cats or, all right. Sometimes you do an either or question. I'll just say, do you love dogs? Digs, can't type. Okay. So this one goes with this. This one's the question that's open-ended. And I'm going to throw this out. To throw it out, I drag it down here. Boop, gone. The other thing is, if this isn't showing up the way you want, the do you love dogs, you could actually just keep it blank, and you could say, do you love dogs? And then you change the background for this, or the type of text, right? And I might choose something like that, and then I could put it on a different background color and say done. And I can either cover this up if I'm lazy because nobody's going to see it, or you can tap on it and erase it, delete it, and that way it's blank. So either way. And I guess I should, on this one, I should certainly have a question mark. Yeah. And then the other thing is, when I swipe to the left, there are filters here. So if you have a really dull picture and you want to zhuzh it up, just keep swiping and maybe you'll find one that works. This picture is pretty well balanced. I don't know that I need to do anything too fancy. I think that's the original. Yeah, I think I like this one better. And then let's see, what else? I could say what day it is, what temperature. I could say Friday or something, like Friday. If you tap on it, sometimes it changes from color to invisible or reverse, so that's good to know. What else? Might see the temperature. You know, these are just little things that sometimes people like to learn. I don't want to make it too messy. I'm going to get rid of those. I just want to show you how to do it. What else? Oh, this is fun. So it's late at night, but watch this. So that's me thinking of something. I can put a frame around it. You can make it into a thought bubble kind of thing, like you can put it inside of another sticker. So watch this, like let's say I wanted to, I'm going to go to my own Emoji Keyboard. This is a quick way to do it. Let's say I wanted to put a heart. I can make the heart really, really big, and then I could put this on top of the heart, inside of it, like this. It's silly. I'm not saying it makes sense. But it could also be like a thought bubble or something. But anyway, there's other stuff you could do, but that's how it works. And yeah, that's bizarre. So that's what that little, I did that with this little camera in the middle. And then time, when you do time, you can tap it and it changes. Okay. And then GIFs are animated GIFs. So I can type in something here. I could say dog. Maybe there's another like cute dog thing that I want to put on here. I saw one that was really cute. Oh, this was cute. I kind of like this one. So you could actually make it look like it's sitting up there, right? And then when I want to save it, let's see if there's anything else I want. Oh, so the other thing that I wanted to mention is you can do music. So I could do, if I type in the word dog, it's going to tell me different dog related songs, or dogs are in the lyrics, or it's from somebody with dog in their name. I don't know these. Okay, nope. Let's see, hound dog. That's kind of cute. Okay, so this can be moved. And then when you're done, super annoying, but we'll just do that. And then I'm just going to go back here and show you, I just added this, but I actually already had something else on there. So, well, I'm going to leave it up. We'll leave it up for now. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that, let's see if I can do this. I'll go back to, this is my profile. And just want to see if I can, okay. If somebody responds to your message, it's going to show up here. This is where this is your inbox. It's this little airplane in the top corner. So it's a little confusing sometimes. And then you can go to your profile, and sometimes you'll see numbers down at the bottom, and that means maybe somebody tagged you down in this lower part. I know you guys can't see my finger, so it's not helping you. Yeah. So I think that's all I wanted to show you. I mean, this is your profile. I have IGTV on the top here. And these little highlights are the other Instagram stories that I've made. If you want to see the insights for this, I have a business account, so I can actually go in here and I can see who interacted with my posts. So I had a lot. Tuesdays I can't do much at all. I have another job, so not on social media much at all. So this shows me my good days, bad days for profile visits and activity. Monday I was pretty active. And then I can look at my content. I can see how many people saw a post. This is a new story that I posted, so the details on that are not available, but if I go see all, it'll tell me like different stories. I posted some of these yesterday. Didn't get a lot of visibility. I didn't really spend a lot of time to tag them. But if I look at this, I can see a trend where my kids are. Super cute. I think I did that on a certain day and time that was better. So I got more people checking it out. Anyway, so the numbers represent the people who watched your story. And again, if you get into a location, those numbers can go from your friends, which is what these are, people who are following you, to much larger numbers because it's exposed to a town. You're much more likely to get into a town collection if you do a town location. Like I could say a restaurant in town, a location like Nara Park, or I don't know, whatever, something that's really a part of the area that you're living in and represents that. That would be more likely to show up. Yeah, and I think actually with this one, what did I say? Honeypot Hill. So there were probably other people looking at Honeypot Hill, and it all got kind of pulled together. That's my guess. And so that one had more people checking it out. So anyway, so that's that. And then let's see what else. Audience. So audience will tell you where people are watching or looking at your stuff. I'm mostly in the US for this. This tells me the age range. I'm pretty sure I have more women than men. Yep, that's pretty much how I want it. And then gender down here is broken down. And then followers, it's just saying what are the best times to get more followers or to have followers check you out. This tells you how many people, believe this is how many people saw your posts on each day. So it's pretty interesting. The only way you can get this content is to change your profile to a business profile. And that will allow people to, let me see what the differences are. I think there's a contact. Yeah, there's a call. Under the highlights, you'll see the word call and email. Pretty sure you don't get that with a non-business account. So I'm going to go to edit profile. Let's see. This is connected to my social media page, my business page on Facebook. This is interesting. I have other pages that I can connect it to. Sometimes my stuff goes to my Audacious Life podcast fans page, and I did not understand why, but this might be where you can solve that. Okay, here's my business information right here. And here are your contact options. You can add an action button. This is pretty cool. So you can add an action button so that, like, I could add acuity scheduling. So if somebody wants to book an actual appointment with me, or if I had an event like the workshop, I could put the workshop in here and it would go right to that event. It's pretty cool. But for now, just know that when you set up a profile originally, it's just a regular person profile, and then you can add, you'll see that option to make it a business profile, and then you'll have the option to connect it to your Facebook business page. Totally recommend doing that so that you can share to the other account, and that will save you a ton of time. So, those are the basics, and I am just really looking forward to helping you guys. I have some ideas for how to introduce yourself to your community. I need to reintroduce myself to people, and I have some ideas for using Instagram stories for that, and a couple of other really fun tools that I found that I think you guys will appreciate. So this is just a taste of what will happen in the live workshop, and I wanted to give you guys something that you could immediately use and take action on so that you can create your stories. But there's so much more. I'm just really truly skimming the surface. And the thing, again, I mentioned this in our live workshop, but what happens when you're on Instagram and you're trying to figure it out at home alone, or you're looking at tutorials online, oftentimes Facebook and Instagram, they're kind of notorious for rolling out features to different people at different times. So we could all be sitting next to each other and have completely different versions of Instagram, and that's super frustrating. So it can be challenging learning any new tool anyway, but then when you're trying to look and you're like, wait a minute, I don't see that button or that thing on my phone, that gets really tricky. So I will be there to kind of, validate what's going on with you, show you some workarounds if something's missing, see what's going on maybe with your phone or updating the app, and other ways that you can achieve something if you're bummed out because you don't have what the person sitting next to you has. So the in-person event, I'm hoping that we can get it done soon before the holidays. And John from the chamber has been kind enough to offer the chamber space actually to do the training, because I told him I really only want 10 people or less, so it's an intimate training. I can give everybody the one-on-one time if you need it to kind of explore your phone and see how things are going and how it's set up, and also work with you to show you just different things you can do as exercises within the class, other little tools that you can download that will make it easier to leverage stories, and both for Facebook and Instagram. We'll be focused primarily on Instagram, but I will touch on Facebook as well. So if that sounds good to you and you're interested, I would love to hear back from you. You can reply to the email that you found this from. You can reach out to steph@stephanieroberts.com, and I will post a phone number here so you can give me a call even if you want. The other thing I want to say is, if this isn't what you need right now, but you're like, oh, if I just had somebody to help me with a little bit of social media strategy and getting organized, I do that too. I actually have a roadmap that I deliver. It's a 90-minute session on the phone. There's a preliminary little form that you fill out that tells me kind of where you're up to speed on things or not with your social media. Kind of gives me a sense of where you're at. Then we talk on the phone about your goals and what you really want to accomplish, and I give you a written roadmap on what to do next. And if there's any training involved in that, like little tools you might need to use or set up, I actually am very good at sending out like a small video that will walk you through the screens, and I custom make that for you for your particular situation. So if that sounds good to you, my roadmaps, depending on what you need done, are $295 up to under $500. Usually you're hovering around that $300 mark. But again, you get a lot. You get a roadmap you can walk away with, and then you get some training on tools to kind of help make things easier for you and get your schedule going. So those are some other things that I do. And if you're at all interested in amplifying your authority as an online presence or a coach or a business, I also have an Amplify Your Authority package, which is much bigger and involves getting you onto podcasts, talking about your business, what you're doing, and getting you in front of much larger audiences, and this will also help you grow your social media and grow your email list. So you can reach out to me on that as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing you guys hopefully again, some of you anyway, and it was my pleasure talking to you and creating this for you, and hopefully we will connect in the near future. All right, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.